Alright, here's the igniter off my John Deere Model E Hit and Miss engine. Been having a hard time getting it started, trying to figure out what's going on. We checked and set timing, we checked compression was good. I've got an igniter here that's I'm not going to mess with until I get the engine running. No sense in taking something that's a much lower voltage on an igniter than a low tension coil and a battery hookup. And so when I got it, it was pretty greasy. So I took the whole thing apart and cleaned it up really good and put it back together and checked it in a vise, and I bench tested it, and I've got it set right now to normally open. You can see the points are normally open, so when I push the hammer it actually closes. See that? And so when you hear the click like that, it opens up. So it's what happens here is it's energizing your coil right here. When it opens up, it actually the voltage goes into the secondary windings, and it produces a higher voltage and jumps across those points right there, and that's what gives you your spark to basically light the fuel air mixture in the combustion chamber. It's the same principle as your spark plug in a normally on a newer engine or one that doesn't have an igniter. So I put it together, I lined the points as good as I can. The points are starting to get worn down a little bit, and the mica washers are also pretty worn out. So I took them out, cleaned them up as good as I could, put it back together, and I got a good spark. But I put it in there and it would fire once and it wouldn't run again. So I did some measuring with my ohm meter and my multimeter and found that from the stationary point right here, this is your stationary point, which is this one right here I'm pointing to, which doesn't move. You should have infinite resistance between here and ground, or here and your base. And between your movable contact, this is the movable contact, and the base, you should have you should see a short. It should be as low as possible. So what was happening is, under compression of the motor with that mixture in there, it was shorting out and I wasn't getting a good spark. So I purchased a rebuild kit online for this from Mark Allen. There's a shout out for you, Mark Allen, and your information. Got a really good kit, new mica washers, new springs, new points, and we're going to totally rebuild this. So I'm going to take this apart and show you how it works, and go through the rebuild process, and hopefully this will help someone out.